My favorite kind of decks to play are the ones where you don't have to think, which is why I enjoyed Ceruledge EX so much when it first came out. Mega Man definitely dropped after blasting onto the scene, but after a few months of Ceruledging, it's back to being a top tier deck thanks to the arrivals of Lunatone and Solrock. Ceruledge is all about getting energy in the discard pile, dealing 30 plus 20 for each. Lunatone and Solrock discard a fighting energy every turn, drawing you 3 cards in the process. So not only can you boost Ceruledge's attack even easier than before, Solrock ends up being a decent backup attacker, hitting for 70 damage against everybody. And that's all there really is to it. You just have to decide if Brilliant Blender is the better A-spec for faster damage, or if you want Legacy Energy to annoy the crap out of your opponent. Then go first, hope you don't discard Briar and Pal Pad early, and you'll win most of your games without even needing to break your attention away from rewatching my videos for the 100th time so I get that extra tenth of a penny. Looking ahead into the future by a month, the New York Jets still suck harder than a Jigglypuff inflating itself. Also, Ceruledge gets several new cards, including Heatburner to discard a Tool, Stadium, or Special Energy, which helps against Dragapult and the Mirror. You'll also find a new Charcadet and Ceruledge, so don't be surprised if I revisit this deck again in November, calling into question why I'm even doing it right now. We did just top deck the Nest Ball, but this hand, the deck plays... How many energy does this deck play? A bajillion? Yeah, I think it plays about a bajillion energy. So of course we're playing 0. We get 0 of them off the top there. Now the question is, do I bother with a turn 1 Squawk? The Squawk and Ball Torture? I think no. I think we just go for the Charcadet. Let's play this more conservatively. Right, let's just play it a bit more conservatively, because you see the Monkey Dory, that could be anything like any 5 different decks these days. Like, oh, what do you think this is? I have no freaking idea what this is. All right, so let's just put the Charcadet. Let's put the energy on the Charcadet just so we have it. And when will I be playing the 86 list? Is that a Mega Venusaur list? And bulkiest pick? Well, it depends what we're facing. So if you didn't know, Tord built Mega Absol with Mega Kangaskhan and absolutely, well, a bunch of people went up playing it and dominated the tournament because it does really well against Gardevoir and Grimmsnarl. Because yeah, this is the list. I have never lost. I've only played 2 games, but I have never lost against Mega Absol and Mega Kangaskhan because the whole strategy is you just don't attack them until you get a knockout. That's it. Just don't attack them until they get a knockout, which is one of the reasons why I didn't bother going with the Squawkabilly. But of course we have, you know, double bosses and Briar. Yeah, and good. Sorry, against Dragapult as well. But you know, this is the start we have. Is I'm gonna have to research all my good cards. Yep, let's get more cards that I don't want to get rid of. Could be full of energy. Yep, 0 energy. 0 freaking energy. Love to see it. What the hell, PDCGL? Could you suck less butt, please? Yeah, well, I think we take the knockout of the Monkey Dory, right? And then just hope they don't have it like that. So let's go. Yeah, so we'll play with our balls. We'll play with our balls. We get rid of that and that. And then we go get Ceruledge. And we go from there. And then I just attach the... I guess I attach the fighting. I guess that makes the most sense. And then we just go... But I mean, look at this... Fine. I'll play the... I don't want to, but PDCGL is forcing my foot. PDCGL gave me no choice. Well, the thing is, I don't need to chase the monkeys. I don't need to spank any of the monkeys, because I just need to take 2 more KOs to win the game. Right? It would be great if I had boss's orders. And Sonny, you're playing Ceruledge? Oh, I wonder where you got that idea. Yeah, still no energy. Deck plays about 20, it's like 19, 20 energy. Can't find it for the life of me, because I'm a PDCGL player. And Slushies, will it stay in the meta? Well, Battle Coliseum will make things a little sketchy, right? Because Battle Coliseum prevents damage counters from being moved around, so they just might have to add a few extra stadiums. But the reason it was so important or so good is just because lots of decks these days, certainly not, okay. Lots of decks these days spread damage counters, and Mega Kangaskhan, Mega Absol sends them back, and as soon as you put 6 damage counters on someone, you get to take a free KO. And Super Smash Kart, yes, Ceruledge was the #1 most played deck at Milwaukee. Let me just quickly see if I can get that on screen, because I'm a pro streamer. I don't need to see things as they happen. I'm a pro freaking streamer. You're going to see the amazingness of this streamer, the speed. I got the fastest fingers in the West. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Okay, is this day 1 or is this day 2? We're about to find out. I don't know what they're doing. If they take 2 heads, we lose. Oh my god. So yes, that's cool. Love that. Really happy for you that I am getting 0 energy and you're just taking knockouts all day. You're playing this game beautifully. Still no energy. All right, so yeah, Ceruledge was the #1 most played deck. We'll talk about that in a second. Still nothing. Still don't have any energy. Could we get some energy? That would be cool, wouldn't it? Could we get a little bit of energy, please? Oh, we also prized the Ceruledge. That's cool. Oh my god. Okay, like, I should be winning this game without any issue. This should be the easiest win in the history of my life. Because all I have to do is take, like, a couple knockouts. But PDCGL is telling me, there we go, finally. And Petester, thank you for the raid. We're trying not to get screwed over by PDCGL, but we're having a hell of a time. There we go, finally. We can take the KO now. Let's get rid of... Yeah, we want to keep the jet. How many do I need? I need like 15. Oh, yeah, we got it. We got it. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 2 Night Stretchers. Actually, I don't think I need to get rid of all of that. We can keep a couple, right? How does math work? So we're going to put 4 in there, so that's 12. And then I don't need the Solrock. I don't need the Nest Ball. And Clamburger, that's actually going to be the title of the video. Okay, so 4. Oh, did I screw up? I think I screwed up. I think I needed to put... No, because 14 does it, right? 14 does it? 14 does it, yes? 14 plus 280 plus 30 is 310. That's how math works, right? Trust your pilot's expert math maker. Oh, it doesn't even matter. We have 2 cards left. Doesn't matter. We're going to win. See, this is why I don't think Mega Absol is as great. You know, the thing with Mega Absol is the card is not very good. And before you think, oh, but it did so well at tournament. Yes. Mega Absol is not very good. That just goes to show you... And Never Gonna Let Me Down, thank you for the sub. That just goes to show you how good of a player Tord is and how good of a deck builder, right? Like, you look at Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl on its own is not a very good card, but you add in the right combo, and it's a great card. So it's about finding the right combination. Like, what I learned when playing Mega Absol is that Monkey Dory is kind of freaking goated. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, they might just win now because I'm going to run out of cards. We have 1 Jet Energy left. The Fezandipiti is going to cost us the game here. But I would have won if PDCGL didn't just completely screw me over with, hey, how about you never find any energy? If I just found the slightest bit of energy, then we would have been able to win this game. Oh, never mind. We do win this game. Oh, see, I told you. I've never lost to this deck. I'm 3-0 now against this deck. And I could do 400 damage. Even if they put a Bravery Charm and had Lively Stadium, I could still win. And yeah, we prized the Pal Pad. Our last prize was Pal Pad, and that would have been able to get back Briar and bosses. So we never saw any energy that game. We prized the Ceruledge, we prized the Pal Pad, and I still won because Mega Absol Mega Kangaskhan doesn't do well against decks that take one-hit KOs like Ceruledge, like Golden Go, like Raging Bull. It does really well against the other decks that were heavily played. Like, you look at the spread here. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be spreading cheeks. But you look at 8.7% with Ceruledge, and then with Frostlass, Grimmsnarl, Gardevoir, and then Dragapult, and then Gardevoir again with Jellicent. So 4 out of the top 6 most played decks had negative matchups against Mega Absol, Mega Kangaskhan. But then Ceruledge and Golden Go were really good, but Ceruledge didn't do so great into day 2. It's always such a tricky situation to know what you're supposed to do here. I guess I just Carmine and hope, but that first game we got no energy, so of course this game we get all the energy. Yeah, we're just going to thin a little bit more. Let's get Fire and Fighting. No, you don't have to worry. Yes, Battle Coliseum is going to be very annoying, but it's very easy to get around. Oh my goodness. Well, I heard you like supporters more than anything else. I mean, we could... Nah, we gotta go for a Charcadet. I have to go for a Charcadet in this situation. And we just have to hope they don't have anything crazy like a Prime Catcher Pecharunt combo. But no, like oh, that's the wrong card. Don't look at that. Don't look at that, YouTube audience, if this makes it in. That is nothing to worry about. It's just another card that I thought, like, does that get affected? But the wording means no, it doesn't. It doesn't affect anything. It would stop your Pokemon from getting protected by Battle Coliseum, which is what the opposite of what you want. So yeah, Battle Coliseum, you can use Heat Burner to discard it, which... Are they attacking with Brew Bonnet? Okay. Didn't expect that. But yeah, you just play 4 stadiums. If you're really worried about it, just play 4 stadiums and then you're fine. Right? Like, there's nothing to worry about. Battle Coliseum, yes, it might be slightly annoying, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. Oh yeah, it's everywhere in Japan, especially single prize decks like Typhlosion. They love it. Well, I could bosses... I mean, if I bosses, I don't take a meaningful knockout, so we just have to go Ultra Ball, those and those, go get... I guess we should Ceruledge ourselves. Yeah, it's great for road decks, and you just have to win the stadium battle. The problem for something like Neutralization Zone is that everyone's going to be playing 4 stadiums these days. So it's like, oh, you want to play Neutralization Zone? Too bad. Uh-oh. Well... That's not good. I think I still attach just because I don't know what's about to happen. And funnily enough, if they had put an Ancient Booster on this Brute Bonnet, we wouldn't have been able to take the knockout. Lots of whacking off potential. And Moondust. Yeah, because they'll just play like 2 Mystery Garden and an Artisan, or 2 Artisan and a Mystery Garden. You know, Grimmsnarl is going to probably play like 2 Spiked Myth, 2 Artisan. Dragapult is going to play like 2 Jamming Tower and a Heat Burner. So it's not, yeah, it's not that bad. You just have to play a bunch of stadiums, or you just play Heat Burner to get rid of the stadium. So no, Battle Coliseum is not going to remove annoying decks from the format. It's going to be there forever. And yeah, Lunatone and Solrock are from Mega Evolution. That other Lunatone that you're not supposed to know about, that's from a few sets ago. Yeah, Moondust... Well, Zard doesn't care, right? Zard wants the Battle Coliseum. Okay. This is interesting. So, I'm going to knock them out with Solrock, hopefully. And then they'll go to 2 prizes, and then I just need to find the Briar, which of course you always... Or, sorry, I always mill. All right, so we can... I think we... Ultra Ball... No, let's... What do I actually need right now? That's... I guess I just get rid of Lunatone Fire Energy. What's left in the deck? I have bosses. We have the Pal Pad. We also have Legacy Energy, which would be cool to have. But I can't really bet on it. You know, this isn't High School Musical. All right, so let's see what happens here. What the hell is this, PDCGL? I don't even have enough to take the knockout with a Charcadet. I can't even take the KO with a freaking Charcadet. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. We have to go... I mean, I guess I put the Jet Energy on the Ceruledge and take the KO. That is worst case scenario. I don't know if we can do this. Oh yeah, blocks Dusknoir and Dusclops, but I mean, Psyduck does a better job of doing that. So again, it's like, yes, it stops many things from attacking your bench, but it doesn't stop everything from attacking your bench. And it doesn't stop Dusknoir and Dusclops from hitting your active. Monkey Dory can still hit your active. You know, we have Rabska for Dragapult pings to the bench. We have Psyduck for Dusclops and Dusknoir. So it's not the greatest card ever printed, but it might be the best card from Phantasma Flames, just because it forces the toughest, most annoying decks to rethink how they play, to rethink their list, to maybe cut a little bit of consistency, to make room for an extra stadium, or at least a heat burner to get rid of a stadium. So it just maybe slows things down a little bit. Yeah, it's there. That's exactly. It's good. It exists. It's like the pinky toe, right? It's maybe it doesn't do as much as you want it to, but it's good that it exists. That was almost a sentence. Oh, we're going to be down to 2 prizes. Unless they just have it like that and then we lose. And Super Smash Kart, whatever the Mega Dragonite set is. So that'll probably be late January. Because remember, Mega Dragonite is from the I block, and the Mega Evolution format is the I block. Don't be a butt face. Oh. Have they not found an Ancient Booster this entire game? They haven't even found, like, a draw supporter. That's kind of crazy. I would feel bad for them if I wasn't too busy laughing at them. All right, so let's Lunar Cycle. And then I think we just win. I don't think I can put this on YouTube just because I'm so good at this game. Right, I don't think that's fair to them to just show me completely dominating them like this is Call of Duty or something. Like that wouldn't be fair to include this in the match, right? I mean, could you imagine being this mean of a person, including this just absolute beatdown in a YouTube video where everyone finally understands how good you are at Pokemon cards when PDCGL, even when PDCGL is actively trying to screw you over? Hi, YouTube. Yes, YouTube, say hi back. Say it back. But this is just why I like Ceruledge, is that it requires very little thinking. It's just watch the number on the screen go up and then you win. Right? It's like, yes, you do get screwed over by PDCGL quite often because, you know, I said in the opening, you just try not to mill your Briar early, or you hope to find your Pal Pad when you need it. So, of course, I milled the Briar early, and then the Pal Pad's at the bottom of the deck. This is what Trust Your Pilot playing PDCGL looks like in this day and age. It's just what happens. And when is Phantasmal Flames going to be legal? 2 weeks after it comes out, so the end of November. Okay, well, they're taking the KO. But yeah, I mean, I do have to find a Ceruledge. I do have to Obstagoon in Ceruledge a little bit. And they have to Iono me to 1. Well, that's useless. They can't use the bosses right now. Because I have game on board if they don't deal with this. They have to knock out the Ceruledge. They would have had to Iono or stamp me. Ooh, they got Prime Catcher. Wait, what? Why? What? Okay. Okay, are they just hoping that I don't have... I mean, that isn't the worst idea. They're just hoping that because I did overload the Ceruledge. All right, they're hoping I don't have it like that. Okay, I'm going to try, okay? I'm just going to try for the funny thing before we go for... because we have the guaranteed win. And Ludicola, you can watch Trust Your Pilot's YouTube video to find out more about what's coming out next week with the Mega Gengar and Diancie decks. I'll have several new videos coming out very soon. And there's the Fez. Yeah, what do we have any discard cards? We actually don't. But it doesn't matter because Trust Your Pilot's the GOAT. All right, you want to see this? You want to see this craziness? You want to see how good Trust Your Pilot is at Pokemon cards? Watch this. Watch this. Double discard. Didn't even need the bosses. Didn't even need Legacy Energy. That's how good I am. That is how good Trust Your Pilot is. He knows that you can use... oh my god. You can use retreating to discard more energy. That's a 1000 IQ play right there. You know, if you learn one thing from this video... it's that Trust Your Pilot is a god, and you should always wear open-toed sandals so we can see your feet. Oh my goodness, what the hell is this hand? All right, well, let's, Squawk and Ball Torture, baby. That's what we like here. Press 1 if you enjoy some Squawk and Ball Torture. Well, we're just never getting what we need. I guess the Solrock goes down. I feel like I should probably not attach an energy, but let's see what happens. But again, 20 energy in the deck, several Earthen Vessel. Where are they? Where are you? I'm so sorry, PDCGL. I didn't mean this. Okay, so they're having a great turn one. They're having the typical turn one. Now we see, can Mega Camerupt beat Ceruledge? Unless this is just some sort of random burn deck, which I hope it's not. I hope we see some camels. I want to hump some camels. Hey, there we go. All right, here we go. Oh, they're playing the... Oh, no. Okay. They do need an energy. How did they get an energy, but I didn't? They have like 6 energy in the entire freaking deck. I have 19, and we've seen 4. All right, well, we have to retreat for sure. I honestly think it's an Iono play. You want to see some camel toes? Me too. But I think this is an Iono. This is absolutely an Iono turn. What the hell, PDCGL? Okay, we got the Lunatone. That's good. I don't like your Lunatone. Yeah, I had 6 energy in that first mulligan, which would explain why we haven't seen it since. Okay, yeah, I guess we just... Do I take the knockout of the Mag Mortar? Because you do 240. They only need 1 Mag Mortar to do the thingy thing. I think we play it safe here. I think we just play it safe and go for a Cosmic Beam. Hey, that's actually a good... Yeah, why is it Lunatone and not Lunastone, but it's a Solrock? That's a good one. I feel like you took that from somebody like a shower thought on Reddit. But yeah, that actually makes sense. Why is... And then Kite Prio is going to tell us why. Actually... No, I'm sorry. You're probably going to give a well-reasoned explanation. But yeah, I mean, it's... You know, change your thinking about the world, everybody. Don't let people tell you what's good and what's bad. Speaking of which, Mega Absol is not very good. It's just that Tord is that good. And speaking of Tord, they just use Tordid scales. They just use Torrid scales. Don't worry, Kite Pirate Prio, don't worry. I was just being, trust your pilot for a second. You know, most people have learned how to tune me out. I know them into all of this, by the way. Don't worry about it. Just tune me out. Just watch me in the background and let the ads roll. You know the song, Let the Thunder Roll. Just let the ads roll. And Lena, yeah, we're going to start learning about the next Japanese release soon, but I mean, I don't know. It always depends. Okay. Mega Camerupt is doing Mega Camerupt things. I know them into a 6-card hand. They got the hand down to 0. And then they liliesed for 8, and then they did nothing. So that is just, you know, your typical, you know, that's your good old Mega Camerupt deck, isn't it? Good old Mega Camerupt. Failing at everything. Yeah. I guess I get the Fez. Because what? They're going to be able to knock me out, but I might be able to shake and bake here and make some things Wait, what? Are you kidding me right now? Okay, I wasn't paying attention. Clearly, I should have been paying attention. What the hell, PDCGL? Do you see what happens when I try to play this game? Do you see? Do you see what happens when Trust Your Pilot tries to play Pokemon cards on TCG Live? I got into a fight with Never Gonna Let Me Down on the Discord, and I said, yeah, but none of those tournaments have been played on... Thank you. And Evil Evo, thank you. Prio, I'm doing terribly. We prized 2 of our Ceruledge, but I'm glad you're liking Mega Lucario. It's very good. They have to make a tough decision. I think we might go for another hit with a Solrock. We might hit them with a powerful Assault. And Mountain Dew, you show up, as soon as a new viewer shows up, you got to ban them right away. But yeah, I got into a fight with Mr. Mountain Dew, who said, oh, if Mega Absol wins, that'll be 2 tournament winning decks you were wrong about back-to-back. Because then Zoroark, I think, won Pittsburgh. And Zoroark, not a good deck, but in the right toes, it can be good. Same with Mega Absol, not a good deck, but again, in the right toes, it can be playable. So they made an oopsie there. They should have discarded the energy to activate the fire. Wait, was there... Oh, they didn't have another Magmortar. Okay, so they couldn't. But if they had a Magmortar, they should have let the Solrock... They should have let the Solrock die to burn. Because then that would have behooved them greatly. All right, can we get rid of enough energy this turn? Let's find out. My God, how do we get rid of all these stupid... Okay, here we go. We're going to be fine. We go Fezandipiti. And don't worry, Kite, that's just what Mr. Mountain Dew does. Oh my goodness, how many freaking fighting energy are left? So I have no fire energy left in the deck. I have just fighting energy. Another cool thing. That's great. Ooh, Ooh, I got a raging clue right now. Ooh, it's pointing in this direction. Okay, so... I mean, they only take one prize, right? But the problem is that I don't know if I have enough. But I also might not be able to get it up to 2-7. No, let's just go for it, right? Let's just retreat into the Solrock. They can only Iono me down so low. Let's just go for the Cosmic Beam. And staying tied on prizes, I think, is really smart as well, because then they can't use Countercatcher. Because if you're a Mega Camerupt player, I know from experience, you want to play Countercatcher because you're going to be playing from behind very often. You're not going to be having many leads with this deck, let's put it that way. And Slushy's, what do you mean Zacian Metang? I've already done that in the past. Yeah, and if you haven't watched my video, oh my, Wally's Compassion. Okay, well, I regret everything. I should have been a little bit more aggressive, but that's fine. We can do 340. So yeah, it's 240 for single energy if your opponent's active is burned. Volcarona's a lot tougher to get set up, and you have to discard an energy from your hand. And, you know, they're down a few already. But I think we can take this KO. I think we can do it. If we put, what, an Iono and a Boss's Hors d'oeuvres back in the deck, I think we can do this. Press 1 if you believe, everybody. Let's go Pal Pad. Yeah, we want to Pal Pad the Iono and the Bosses back in. We still have Briar. So we'll see how that pans out. Huh. Couldn't imagine a worse draw there. Great, thank you. Love that. Amazing. Amazing job. You're fantastic. All right. Get rid of Lunatone, go for some fighting energy. Oh, I did have fire energy. Nah, we got this. We're going to draw all of the cards. Worst case scenario, I can just Carmine. Oh, never mind. Worst case scenario, I can just Carmine. No, that's not happening. All right, so there's 270. I don't think we got it like that. I'm going to... Oh, goodness. Yeah, I guess we Night Stretcher for the Ceruledge back. And this will put him down to 3. But I guess what I do is I get rid of the Fire and the Charcadet. Goodness. Yeah, I think... I don't think it makes sense. I think we just put the damage on the camera. But what if they Wallies again? But then it's like, there's no one on the bench that I want to actually hit into. Actually, no. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Trust your pilot is the smartest PDC jail player in history. As long as they don't have ignition energy, I just won this game. Unless they have a bosses, then I've majorly screwed up. I've majorly overestimated my abilities. But what's going to happen is I'm going to get Briar. So they're going to go for my Fez. I'm going to Super Rod the Fez back in. We're going to get the Briar. I'm going to put all my energy in the discard pile. And... Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, they do have the ignition. But that's fine, because we're going to win this game anyways. Okay, so there's the ignition. We're gonna get the Iono. They only take one prize. I mean, I have many chances to win this game. Because of thanks to Legacy Energy. That's 100% Legacy Energy over Brilliant Blender. Brilliant Blender gets you faster damage, but Legacy Energy stops you from losing the game. So it's like, yeah, you can do other things, but I'd rather not lose the game than have a little bit faster damage. All right, can we do this? I think we can, right? We go retreat, can Ceruledge, one-shot this dude. Yes, very, very freaking easily. And then we go Lunar Cycle. I can't play with my balls. Wait, did I make an oopsie? Did Trust Your Pilot make an oopsie because he did the thing first? Uh-oh. Trust Your Pilot made a slight oopsie, everybody. He made an oopsie in his pants. Don't worry, it happens sometimes. It's nothing to be afraid of or ashamed of, as I was told by my teachers back in school. What about a terminal period? What does that sound like? Yeah, we'll just do that. And then we'll get the... Yeah, we have to get the Ceruledge. Actually, no, I should not have gotten the Ceruledge. That was dumb. I made another oopsie because I'm playing too quickly. All right, so let's play with our Dong. I guess we just Lunar Cycle. All right, and then... Yeah, Abysmal Flames. All right. And Kite Prio, you're back. You were only timed out because you got a free sub. So that's the rules here. If you get gifted a sub, you then get timed out. Those are the rules. And I really should not have grabbed that Ceruledge. I was too busy doing math. You know, this is supposed to be an Unga Bunga deck, but sometimes you have to do math. And I got distracted by that. It's like, you know, you put a nice pair of toes in front of me, I get distracted. But the thing is, even if they played Rigid Band, because I was trying to get Rigid a few times with this deck with Mega Camerupt, and I still did 370, right? I did 370, so even a Rigid Band would not have saved them. Right? They could have put a Rigid Band on this guy. Wouldn't have mattered. They have to go Countercatcher Iono, knock out my Fezandipiti to win this game. And they can very easily do that because they better have a freaking Countercatcher. You better win this game. Please tell me you have it. Please, you can't. It's not bullying if you give people money. It's not bullying if you give people money. They also don't have a Mag Mortar. Yeah. You're seeing why Camerupt isn't very good. Yeah, they got the Iono. Unfortunately, they're 10 damage short. So, yes, you're seeing why Camerupt is not the GOAT. 10 damage short. Needed to have, 3 separate stage 1s and a Fez. The reason they lost that game was because of that turn where I Iono'd them to 6. They used all 6 cards. Why would you concede? Why would you attack and then concede? Just let me take the prize. It's literally 2 seconds of your life to get like 50 extra experience. I don't like you. I'm talking to Mega Camerupt. I don't like you. You should have been much better. And even when you have all the cards at your disposal, like Volcarona, like Volcanion, like Mag Mortar, you're still not good enough, and you should be ashamed of yourself, Majin, Mega Camerupt. Okay, again, you never know. When you see the stupid Monkey Dory, it's like this could be any of like 7 different decks. I have to go and get the Charcadet turn 1. Yes, I have to attach the Legacy Energy. So we have to go Charcadet turn 1. And then Legacy Energy, because you never want to let that go. That's why sometimes it makes sense to not attach when you got it. Oh, crap. Oh, this is fine. I don't think I Squawkabilly, right? Because I don't know what we're facing. That's the problem, is if your opponent starts a Monkey Dory, or they start a Solrock or a Lunatone, you have no idea what you're facing. It could be any of like 5 different decks. And never gonna let me down. I think if you time someone out, that unbans them. And yeah, Lunar Shade, you got gifted a sub, so you're timed out. And Ludicolo, I mean, hey, keep begging. Everyone loves it when people beg. And Walking Plane, yeah, Alakazam, imagine that. So we aren't down to Jet Energy. They try to trap anybody. I think this is... I'm going to go out on a limb and say this might be Gardevoir. I'm not sure. I'm still a little unclear about what we're facing right now. But it could be Gardevoir. And Ludicolo, your wish is granted. We're almost at 200 paid subs, by the way. Thanks to Moonshadow and Ruckman and Mr. Mountain Dew and just everybody. All right, well, let's go. I guess I just attach. We just attach because we have the knockout. As long as I can get a Ceruledge. Of course not. We're never going to find a freaking Ceruledge ever again in this deck. Can I get a Ceruledge? We're never getting a Ceruledge. And Insane Mari, it'll be in the YouTube video. Don't you worry. Or you can watch my old decks with new cards video. I think it's in there. Might not be though. So because they're playing a Monkey Dory deck, attaching a Fighting and putting 70 on a Frillish, kind of a bad idea. But if they get a little penisy and only want to keep that Ralts, yeah, forgot to include Ceruledge again, apparently. But if they only have the one Ralts, then we're just in too deep. No, they give you a sub and then they time you out. That's, you know, they get their Solrocks off by doing that. I appreciate it. You know, it's the price you have to pay. Okay. Oh my god. Wait, I just knocked out the Ralts. What kind of a player are ya when you just put one Ralts in there? What's wrong with you? Let's just go for another Charcadet. Okay, so we have all three Ceruledge. We're just never going to find them. Who only puts one Ralts into play? What a crazy person. All right, this is fine. We just draw all of the cards, and then we go Cosmic Beam, and then, I mean, are they just going to keep attacking with Jellicent? Is that their strat? Just lock me out of items and tools? But joke's on you, Fire XXY. I am a tool. Oh, man, you know, you think you know a deck. You think you know a deck you created with 22 energy in it just to see how much damage a Ceruledge can do because you had so many issues with Ceruledge not doing enough damage. And then PDCGL is just like, what if you never found your Ceruledge? What about that, Trust Your Pie? Oh, they're really... Okay, they're really grasping at straws here. They're really hoping that I just don't have it like that. Oh, I have it like that. And Insane Mari, sleep is for the tired, or sleep is for nerds. You leave my stream on in the background at least. I will more lull you to sleep. Oh yeah, Insane Mari. Time to go to sleep, buddy. You've had a long day. Gotta be rested for tomorrow so you can make money. And then if you make money, you can sub to me. And if you sub to me, then I can buy more foot lotion. It's a great trade. I'm gonna lose this game, aren't I? Gardevoir always beats me off. Okay, there's a Squawk. I mean, we're gonna get the worst draws here. I know it. Interesting. Wait, 190 and then that's 60. So I don't have enough to get there. Insane. Wait, you gave out a sub? That doesn't make sense. All right, well, let's see how this goes. And let's hope that milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. All right, let's go for a Cosmic Beam. I'm going to be a little weird here, like a weird deer. So they're going to knock out my Solrock. I'm going to let them also, like, I guess, hit into my Ceruledge or something. And Insane Mari, thank you. But I wanted to try a different line of play here that doesn't make any sense, because I don't believe in the heart of the cards. And I guess the rise of, or the re-rise of Jellicent is why people are playing Iron Bundle a little bit more. Is, you know, I analyze a lot of Japanese lists. I've been doing it a lot. Like, I've been looking at way too many Japanese lists lately. And the consensus is, hey, oh wait, do I just, how much do you do? You do 160, right? 160, 270. Oh my god, if they have another Monkey Dory, I hate my life. But I think we just let him knock out the Charcadet. Yeah, see, that's why I didn't, because I knew they had it. No, Sharknado is not cope. It is just not, it hits the right numbers with Gravity Mountain, is what I'll say. It hits the right numbers when you have Gravity Mountain in play. The problem is that it's a 3-prizer, and it has to be damaged in order to hit those numbers, and it requires quite... Oh no. I've soiled my pants again. Okay, no, actually, if I go for the Fez... Hang on, if I knock out the Fezandipiti, that might be good. We also get access to our items right now, so let's go Nest Ball for Solrock. Okay, never mind. We're gonna scratch that from the record. All right, and then we go Squawkabilly. I guess I get... We have a fighting in hand. Let's get another fighting, and then we go... Oh, yep, we go... Flip the script. Okay, now we go for the Solrock. We get Solrock and no fire. And ginger ale. Ginger ale's for old people. Okay, cards I also don't want. All right, so do I have a Ceruledge? For the first time, do I have a Ceruledge in the discard pile? No, I don't. So Charcadet's getting knocked out. I guess I go Night Stretcher for a fire energy just because things are not looking good. All right, then Abysmal Flames. You looking to be timed out? Drinking that ginger ale. All right, well, I don't play Briar in this list. I'm starting to think the Briar might actually be a better card than I originally gave it credit for. Same with Turo's Scenario. You know, there's a reason why most Ceruledge lists are capped at about 19 energy, is because then you have room for Turo's Scenario, then you have room for Briar, then you have room for Iono or Pal Pad, which really helps, because I would appreciate, like, any of those cards in most of the matchups. Like, I just went for max damage, but we're learning right now that you don't necessarily want to go for max damage. You want to be able to have a little bit more flexibility. I don't know. Yeah, and they're just going to do Gardevoir things. Ooh, they're going to go for the knockout of my Ceruledge, but they have to activate Legacy Energy. Are you drinking Mountain Dew Code Red or Baja Blast or whatever, Blue Ice or whatever they got? You're liking 20? Yeah, I think 22 is a bit much. I just ended up coming up short of knockouts a lot of the time. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, like I have a 24 energy list that we'll play next, and that's maybe a little too much. All right, so the Charcadet does survive. And we have a Ceruledge, so we actually might get out of this. Crazy to think we could get out of this. I don't know if we will. YouTube audience, I'll keep this in the video as long as the game doesn't go on for another 20 minutes. Because it's a Gardevoir player, but we can be down to 1 prize right now. We can absolutely be down to 1 prize right now. So let's go get rid of the energy. There's another, so I think that's game, right? Because they can't do enough, I believe. Anything called love. And if I go attach to you, I can't see what's in the deck, but I'm pretty sure we have the knockout. Yeah, we have the knockout. And then if they take a revenge KO, I'm pretty sure we're fine. But like, what do I need the Night Stretcher for, right? I think we just go research, have 310 damage on board. Yeah, we got everything. There we go. We win. Yeah, they've been playing a lot faster. This is not your typical Gardevoir player. They're actually playing quickly. Like, are you feeling okay, Fire? You're a Gardevoir player that hasn't taken 10 minutes to take a single prize. Least done do, Mr. Mountain Dew. Okay, yeah, see, this is why I got rid of that extra energy, because Gardevoir has 310 hit points. They could just, like, knock out the Fezandipiti, and if they knock out the Fezandipiti, then, and Iono me to 1, then we might not be able to get that energy in the discard pile, but I had to cross my streams with the Ceruledge, because I had to put 2 energy on each, because, you know, the things could happen. You never really know. And I will say, I feel like I'm going to see someone attack a Terra. I just have this, like, spidey sense that someone is going to try to attack a Ceruledge with a Screamtail or some sort of Terra, because I haven't had anyone activate that effect in a very long time. Are you kidding me? They're going for it? So they can do the thingy thing. If they get a Darkness Energy, they can do the de-evolution thingy thing. And this is what I was afraid of, but we will have a turn. I just won't be able to win. You were going to Ceruledge. Obstagooning is always another option, but they just need a Darkness Energy. If they get a Darkness Energy, they win. So they're being kind of a butt face if they do have it. Oh, no, wait, they don't have it. They're 10 short. Hey, attaboy, Charcadet having 70 hit points. Mr. Stompy, Mr. Hooves for feet. Oh, okay, well, we win. Yeah, that I don't know. I don't quite know what that was, but yeah, even if they had it, they were again, what? No, hey, I can't do math either. I'm not one to judge, but I will judge the fact that they conceded after the de-evolution when I had game and their timer was lower than mine and they were playing Gardevoir. Gardevoir players should not be allowed to concede on the last turn of the game when they're about to lose, because you always know their timer is going to be lower, and you can tell they're a Gardevoir player because they're wearing shoes. So let that be a lesson. If you're a Gardevoir player, you wear shoes. Everyone else who's cool, you let those grippers breathe.